well. So I know that is a big thing that I wanted us to discuss. One of the other things, you show up no earlier than 15 minutes before practice, and you're gone within 10 minutes after. I know she hated that. And thinking later, the other thing is that's the last thing I need to hear is one of you guys is not able to play because after practice you guys decided not to go home when you were supposed to, or you went somewhere else, right? My liability falls out the moment I'm done. So that 10-minute gap is where you gotta get out of there. We have lives too, we can't sit there and hang out with you all day. So make sure you plan rides, make sure you plan all that out so that you guys aren't stuck at the school for an extended period of time. And I'm sure, I know, I've seen my girls get yelled at before for hanging out too long by other teachers that have practices after, practices before, right? Everybody's supposed to go, right? I know the boys will be there, they try to hang out, watch ours. You guys know what I tell them. I just tell them to get lost, right? It's the same thing for us, right? We're there for when we're supposed to be there, we're gone. And those are the two main points that I know of. The other thing is payment. There are a couple of girls here that are not paid up from last year, as far as I know. Okay? That's not a good thing. It costs the school doesn't get money handed to it for you guys to play sports, eh? It costs them a lot of money.
And Mrs. Weens has told both of us that she has talked to you personally if you have not paid, so this should not be a shock. If you do not pay from last year, I know for my girls, I will not let you continue paying if you've not paid up from last year and paid up for this year. Okay, so we have to get our payment in ASAP. For this year, it's $65 for the JV, and is it 80 for the senior?
I think that's,
I
I think
Yeah, with
that's it
Jumpstart.
with
Yeah, with
Jumpstart.
Jumpstart, yeah. Yeah,
If
without
you are on Jumpstart, you should have your paperwork done a week and a half ago. Don't put it off. If you put it off, that just makes Mikhail climb after you harder, right? She's not coaching this year, she's got lots of time to chase you guys for money. Okay, if you are on Jumpstart, I would prefer if my girls are paid up this week. If you are, your half is paid up by the end of this week, right? That way I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to have a talk with Mikhail where a girl shows up to a game, I don't make her sit because she's not paying. And what's happened is because people missed payment last year, is that's what's going to happen. Is if you guys don't show up and pay, or if you guys don't pay, you don't play. And by no means does that mean you stop showing up to practices and games and expect to pay when you come around with the money, because that's not how it'll work either. Get your dues paid, get them into your school, that pays for your program, that pays for refs, that pays for games, that pays for the buses when we get them, that pays for all of that. So it's important that you guys pay your dues.
And I guess just to touch base too on the importance of attendance at practice and at games. So that is also finding a way to get to the practices and games. I know there's 13 of us. I know on my team, the JV, at least, and you guys have 11, right? So I know it's a lot on a team, which means you have to give your 110% each and every time. So you're coming to every practice, you're coming to every game. Sports are your priority right now. If you are working, you need to talk to your boss about work, schedule around it. We expect you to give 110% at practice when you're there. If you are not showing up, you will not play.
At your practices, it's not our business how you get there. So I know some of the girls are now able to drive. That being said, your parents better know, because I'll guarantee none of you are paying your own insurance. I can just about guarantee none of you are paying your insurance. So both parents have to know if you're driving someone. You don't just pick them up and drive them, because if something happens, driving your teammates to practices, that's what I'm talking about. Is that what you're confused about?
No.
Oh. But anyways, I don't care if you do it, I don't care. The point is if you do it, both parents have to know, especially the one that is insuring the vehicle, right? I know some of you are younger, right? I know some of you can't drive, but for the ones that can, you cannot drive yourself to a away game. As far as I know, you're not allowed to.
You're not, no.
And that's where your parents come in, right? If you can't make it, you guys are on your phone all the time anyways, let people know. It shouldn't be a mystery, okay? Which my girls have been pretty good so far.
So kind, and they've been really
So-
good. So please, let's keep that up, it's only September. For my girls, you've got this over the years, it's just another handbook, it's for our extracurricular, what we expect from you. Please show that to your parents, those who are not here. If you need an extra copy, I have 3 or 4 extras, if any parents wanna take them home as well. But any questions, anyone have any questions about the upcoming season?
Parent drivers, do need driver's abstract in.
Yes, get that into SJC.
Go to the registry office to get that, and then are all my girls, do you have all your paperwork in? Okay. But yeah, so any parent drivers do need a driver's abstract, or they can't haul anyone either. And you just need the 3-year. You don't need a 5-year or a 10-year, just a 3-year abstract. You just go to the registry office, get that. I can't really think of anything else too serious.
Girls, get your forms in, please get your forms
Do
in.
you need to pay that to get that abstract?
Yes, it's really cheap though, the driver's abstract's pretty cheap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's $25 or something.
Oh.
Everyone has to pay it. It's not one of those ones where if you're doing it for charity or whatever, you don't have to pay it. Everyone does.
What if you just take one other person, they still need their abstract, right?
Yes, if you take anyone besides your own family, your own direct blood,
What if we're like distant?
isn't a direct relation. It literally has to be household.
Okay.
Like you guys have to fight with each other over who gets the bathroom. That's it. That's pretty much it for legal reasons, okay? We can't have anything like that happen. If there's one car accident, something stupid, and not every T is crossed and I is dotted, it could literally kill a sports program, right? It could mean that they don't let students drive to school at all anymore. They could do that. They just don't give you access to the schoolyard, right? They won't let you drive to practices because it's considered a school activity. You can't drive yourself to games, right? So all that has to be done. There can't be any cheating, right? Where if I find out girls drove to a game that weren't supposed to, there will be serious issues with that. It's not worth it. Simply not worth it.
Please get your driver's abstract, guys, like, I don't know how many times we can reiterate that.
All it takes is one person to ruin it all, and they don't even have to do it on purpose, right? I'm quite sure our practices are set in stone, and I'm sure they are for you now too.
Our Thursday practice, ladies, is now moving to 5 o'clock instead of 3:30.
JV,
JV, 9.
we don't look that much alike.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Karen, what's that?
Is all practice
Tomorrow, yes. Yeah, if anything changes, I think it's 5 o'clock. Just double check the schedule tomorrow, double check with Mrs. Weens, it says it on the schedule, but you never know, might change.
Yeah, we have a light, so we have nothing.
We were supposed to play each other, but they never do it, so they just
Oh.
be off schedule.
Yeah, which I don't know why, because it's scheduled together. I don't know, I don't think there's anything.
Brad
wrong
is
with it.
using, Brad is using it next week.
We have a drag meeting tomorrow.
Okay. I do believe you guys will have a bottle drive coming up or some
Yes.
sort of fundraiser. Usually it's a bottle drive, so let your parents know that's happening. Once again, no different than the tournaments. So that if they do have a chance of being available, they are, right? That's the biggest thing I've seen is, and I understand, they have to work to pay for you guys to do the things you do, but a lot of problems with parental involvement. The biggest problem is it ends up being the same group doing it every time, right? We've always managed to make it work. I've had to borrow my sister's van and then make one girl stay home one night, drive up 7 girls, and then make another one stay home the next day, just so we could play. That Claire's home tournament last year, remember that? I shouldn't have to do that. I don't mind driving girls, but I shouldn't have to do that, right? And we don't need the same parents spending all their money, they're the ones that are taking time out of their days to spend money to haul you guys up every time, right? It's not very fair, right? It takes a commitment from both parents and kids to have a good season, okay?
And so, yeah, also let your parents know in advance, so they have time to take off work and have time to let us know, cause it's the worst feeling when you're supposed to leave Friday at 2 o'clock and it's Friday at 12, and suddenly you're like, oh yeah, by the way, I finally asked my parents and we can go. No, we need to know in advance, makes it easier, less stressful on everybody involved. Okay, so drivers is the most important thing of the meeting tonight.
I would like a driver scheduled next week for our tournaments. You guys know where they are, when they are. It's all next weekend, or it's all starting the 24th
Yeah, that's
October?
October 24th.
And we're 4 weekends in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the high school girls are. I don't know why you guys can't figure out which one's which. I don't know if am I that feminine or? But anyways, I would like parents signed up for it, and I wouldn't like the same ones. And like I said, some of the parents that drive every time, I could absolutely care less that they go up anyways. I think it would be fair for them to drive up with each other and not haul you guys all the time too, okay? So I would like that Tuesday morning practice next week. I would like you guys to have that sorted out. You're adults, I don't need to sit there and follow you and phone your parents. You guys are, some of you guys, this is their last year of school and you have to join the real world, so figure it out.
I don't think I have anything else to add except for pay, please, pay. Pay, get drivers, and show up. Any questions from anyone?
Inappropriateness, those jerseys are not yours. Those are the schools, take care of them. When we go to games, we go to tournaments, we leave it cleaner than we get there. Right? We don't make a mess. You are representing your school. You're representing your team. You're representing your family at the same time, right? So when we're warming up, the music is appropriate. I don't care if it's annoying. I care about what's in the words, because a lot of your guys' music would probably annoy me anyways. But I care about the lyrics. We had problems with that last year. If you can't figure it out, make yourself a playlist. I don't care if you have music to psych yourself up while you're while you're at a tournament or to listen to while you're bored, but make a playlist. Not 65 whoops in a row as you're skipping through trying to pick something that isn't gonna get you even probably punched in the back of the head from your mom when she finds out you're listening to it, right? There's a lot of conduct that is very important when you're in another school. You do not leave the school without coaches and parents knowing, especially if you didn't even come with any parents. But regardless, everyone should know where you are. I had that happen once last year. One of my players went missing for a while. I had no clue where she was. We're in the middle of nowhere. Her parents didn't go to the game, and we didn't know where she was for about an hour. I do. No, it's not you. I'm just looking at you because you're the most confused looking. Okay? There is conduct. It is very important. You could get suspended for what you do on a tournament on the weekend in Calgary because you're representing your school at that time.
Is Dig Pink gonna be like staying overnight?
I don't know yet. We will have to discuss that.
Are we getting the bus for that?
So that's another
We
thing,
don't know.
is your guys' organization helps play into that, right? If you guys can find riders and drivers that are able to stay overnight, which is part of the advantage you have of not having to worry about it for a month, you have the potential to stay overnight if you want to, right? We also have the potential to organize it better, so poor Winnie isn't stuck all alone in her own hotel while everyone else is in one, right? But you know what I mean though, is that is on you guys. If you can't get organized, what do we do when we're desperate? We'll have to get some random teacher or some random other parent. They're not gonna wanna stay at a hotel, they got kids at home, what are they gonna do, right? So you guys don't have the hotel chance, the school will not pay for your hotels, so that's the other factor, right? Is I have girls that still owe me
From what? The hotels?
from the hotels,
Oh.
from the other weekend,
Oh.
yeah. I still have girls that owe me money.
No.
I would like that sorted out ASAP as well, cause I do believe there's a couple that still owe me money.
And girls, it does not matter right now, you do not have to figure out who owes who what. As long as you personally know, yep, I owe Mike $100, you do not need to announce that to this whole room.
Yeah, okay, that's all part of you guys all have a group chat for all of that stuff. Also, when someone doesn't make it to practice, please let them know. Because when I mentioned this teacher meeting, or this parent meeting, I forgot to mention it this morning. Kara didn't find out about it till the end of the school day, and she started texting me freaking out.
I think yesterday.
Well, then she's playing dumb too, but either way, cover your butts.
She reminded us this morning.
Pardon?
She reminded us this morning.
Kara did?
I
No,
know.
she did. She was like,
So Kara's
Oh yeah, there you go, Kara wasn't listening in time. But anyways, when they're not there, you guys talk to each other. I don't wanna text each one of you individually. I think I have like 5 of you on the team. I send a group message every time and just say, tell everybody, all the time. Okay? You guys have to communicate with each other. You guys have to deal with each other. If you have kids if you have parents that aren't comfortable, if you have parents that aren't comfortable with texting me, whatever, I'm fine with that. I don't care. Okay? As long as I have someone to represent. Because sometimes that happens too, right? I don't care. I don't care if they don't want to communicate with me. I don't care if the student doesn't want to. As long as I know that I can tell she's going to be there, she's not going to be there, she's gonna make it, she can't make it, she's gonna be late, right? Is that part is important.
And also, when you're missing, I really hope it's not for like a hair appointment, or to get your nails done, or because you just don't really feel like coming to practice. Okay, if you're genuinely sick, especially this time of year, lots of you are hacking and coughing at practice, so that is fair. That is the only reason you should miss is for doctor's appointments. Or if you're sick, not because you're like, meh, I just kinda wanted to go home.
Word travels fast and not even on purpose all the time.
Yeah.
It just happened right now when I said Kara texted me and said she didn't know about it. Right? I just found out she did, right? What's up?
So if you can't show up to school because of an appointment, but you're back for practice, are you allowed to go or not?
No.
be in school and games.
That means go to school, okay?
Because generally speaking, if you have an appointment, unless it's a specialist appointment, you're gone for a little while and you're back at school anyways. I'm sure they're not gonna have a problem.
Unless
You gotta
it's
go.
just like if you
Yeah,
leave,
well,
let's
yeah,
say you come
but
back
again,
and-
that's usually a specialist.
Yeah, but if you have a quick
You're not going
doctor's
up there
appointment in
for-
Brooks and you're gone for an hour, that's not gonna be a problem.
Miriam, what's up?
I'm not saying I'm gonna do this, but let's say you're getting your hair braided and the lady is like, she can't do it any other day. it's
She can
booked
do it
that
another day.
time.
That's
Trust
your
me.
problem.
She can do it another day. If you don't show up because you're getting your hair done, yeah, there's.
If your leg was falling off, we'll buy it. If you're getting your hair done, we don't care.
falling off.
We don't care. That is not a fair excuse to abandon your team.
Yeah.
How would you feel if you showed up and 6 other girls did doing the same thing? You know what I mean? It's not the right excuse.
Mrs. Winston prints one out for us, she prints a bunch at school. She said, hopefully I get them by Thursday.
The schedule,
Yeah, like this big one.
Yeah.
it's literally.
It's posted on our bulletin board.
Oh, perfect, just do that.
I haven't got one yet either. I haven't got one yet.
We have it, I meant us.
Steal one and get me one.
Oh, no, we have.
We have pictures of.
That'll work. Send it.
Is there anything else you wanted to add? Just like drivers, be there.
I also expect, I know some girls didn't make it, update those girls.
Girls.
Some girls on my team I know didn't make it, some parents couldn't make it. I expect everyone to be informed about the driving, sorting it out. I'm sure it's the same thing for the other team.
Yeah.
I don't think you wanna haul around 8 kids every time either, right?
Yeah, no, you guys were not in my car.
That comes back to communication.
No, you can't force it.
No, trust me, forcing 3 people is enough.
Okay, so let your teammates know.
Girls.
Mike, one second.
Yep.
If the kids, they did the practice today and then next day gonna go absent to the school, they are allowed to go to the play?
I do believe so, that's more in line with the school policy. And I do believe that, say you have an appointment, a specialist appointment in Calgary, you can't just not show up to school. and then expect to show up to practice. If you know you're going to be gone for a significant part of that day, and it makes it look like you skipped school to go to practice, if it looks like that, go talk to Mikhail. I'm sure if you say, hey, look, I have to go get my braces done, I'm gonna be gone all day, I come back at 3:30, and my practice is until 7:30, if Mikhail knows, you're fine, okay? Just let her know. Just don't expect everyone to be all right with it. Don't expect a group chat with your friends to be sufficient. Go talk to Mikhail before, because if it's that big of an appointment, if it's that important, you knew about it for a while, right?
And especially because we have no affiliation with the school. I teach here at Holy Family. I'm in the same district as SJC, but I have no tie or relation with that school. So if it is a school-based issue, you need to go to Mikhail and discuss it with her. I'm very disconnected over here in my little elementary school.
And I'm even further.
Yeah, you're even further away, so.
No, I don't have anything to do with the school. I never even went to school here. Yep. But anyways, so it's pretty simple. The things we expect of you are pretty obvious. I don't think it's unreasonable. My biggest worry and Mikhail's biggest worry is driving.
Yeah, so, and my group, I would like you guys to try to figure out, tournament drivers as well. We have 3, and it's not for another month. Our big people, the first one, Miriam. Thank you. Let's try and find drivers, please, girls.
And sort out hotel situation. Because in reality, if you guys are really smart, you'll talk to both teams, so you can all stay in the same hotel.
No.
No.
You must be
There's 2. There's only 2 right now. Yep,
No, we are,
Miss
no.
Cook, she's not
We
ready.
don't get a choice of whether we get the bus or not. Mrs. Weems tells us when we get the bus.
You have football, you have elementary school stuff, you have CTK stuff, you have high school stuff, you have all sorts of things going on.
We do not get priority.
Yeah, it's grasping at straws. You're getting lucky if you get it. I think we only had it, 3 times last year, including games?
And that was stretch.
Yeah, the bus.
So, but seriously, girls, please do not count on the bus. I don't know how many more times we can stress this. Don't go asking if we can have the bus. Don't go begging we can have the bus. Get rides. There is enough of you. There is enough parents.
Somebody can do it.
Somebody.
Don't let Mikhail have to have another one of these meetings because we have no shows at tournaments. Mikhail was livid that I had to drive as much as I did.
And even me, I do not feel comfortable like how last year I had to drive Mikhail's vehicle. That is not okay because we
To fit
do not
enough
have
people.
parent drivers. Yeah.
Yep, same thing as I had to do. I had to borrow my sister's van, right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to do that. We really should not have to do that. Okay, and that is the biggest expectation out of Mikhail this year, is payment and parent involvement, right? Those are very important.
So if your parents are not here, that's what we really want you to take home is the importance of them being involved.
Because
Okay?
I didn't raise you, I didn't make you, I shouldn't have to haul you every day, neither should she, right? That's the truth.
It's true though.
I should be able to take a pedal bike, I should be able to walk, I should be able to do whatever I want, I should be able to take an airplane and I'll haul anything. Your parents should do it all. I never had, when I went to school, I never had our coaches drive us once, besides when our coaches had a kid on the team. That's the only time we ever had coaches drive, is if the coach had a player on the team, that was it. And we only had like 6 or 7 of us on a team, so there's less parents to pick from. And some of them were siblings.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're from Rosemary, some of them were siblings. So, I know you guys have to work, but at the end of the day, if you guys plan it out and sort it out, there isn't an excuse that somebody cannot step up and do it.
Talk
Okay.
to each other, girls, start exchanging numbers, give your parents' number to your friends' friends. Have them all talk, because everyone's schedule, no matter how busy it is, there's holes you can fill in each other's schedule. Okay?
If you guys do sort out a hotel, that's the point where you let one of us know, And we want payment before the hotel, not after, because that comes out on my card. I have to pay that while I'm waiting for you guys, okay? And so will she. I don't mind doing it because it makes sense, that way we get a block, we're all in one hotel, but that means you guys have to be organized. We have to know, okay, we're doing 4 to a room, everybody but this person can drive because they have something to do on Saturday or whatever. That needs to be known so we can book the hotels so that you guys have time to pay us before as well. I shouldn't have to wait till after. Our tournament was what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, shouldn't be waiting.
I should be waiting. I should be coming here with a baseball bat asking where my money is, right?
That's what Steve actually was about.
Okay, so get it organized, especially if you guys wanna stay in a hotel. Get it organized. Because you guys are gonna be trapped. If you can't get a hotel, that means you have to get more driving. And you guys have enough trouble getting the driving you have now. So let's be as organized as we can.
We need the schedule, please.
Your girls have our tournament schedule.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have our game schedule yet. I haven't got it. I will try to get that to Thursday.
That should be on the.
It's in our thing.
Yeah.
We all have it,
Yes.
except for you.
Yeah. Because I'm not in the school, right? So I don't get a lot of. What, for your game? No, because I have a job and I have to work.
Oh, girls, I just wanna make something known, I know I told you guys this morning as well, but when you come to school early in the morning, I have to make it here before 8:35. So the longer you girls take, walking around, taking your time in the gym, the later I get to work. Yeah, no, so it's done at 8. Change your clothes super quick, get out, cause I cannot leave you guys in the gym unsupervised.
And if I hear about it, I'll just make you do more push-ups.
Yeah.
That's my rules. I'll just make you do more if I find out it's your guys' fault.
Are we done our push-ups?
No,
What do you know we have to do?
I think you have 80 left.
80?
It's
It's 150.
I wasn't there, I can't prove that.
She was
No, didn't
there!
see it.
Oh my goodness.
That was hard work right there.
Homework.
Were we really though?
Anyways, that's the other thing too, is your conduct in that morning practice. I'm not here to watch you, I don't have time, I have to go to work, okay? You guys behave yourselves. So that's the last thing, that's the dumbest place you could do something stupid is where you go to school, right? It's by far the worst idea you'll ever have. You get out, she has things to do too, she has to get ready for all these kids, right? You get out, get yourself figured. The school, there's already people there at 8 anyways.
Yeah.
Just get out of the gym and get everything put away. Cause there's nothing I can do about that, I have to go to work. If I don't go to work, I make no money, I can't afford to volunteer. Right? So, it's a vicious cycle. So get all that figured out. My girls, I want a tournament schedule, a driver schedule by Tuesday, okay? Tuesday morning's practice. That gives you guys a week. It shouldn't be that hard to do. Okay? If you want hotels, I need to know about that. So that I can book them, and then I can book them early enough that you guys have time to pay me so I can tell you what it costs. Okay?
I will not be there for that Dig Pink, I think Mikkel's going, I'll be in a wedding actually in Ottawa. Yeah. Are you getting married? No. Girls, so I will still help organize everything, because I think Mikkel's going. But so I still need you guys on it with the drivers and the hotel. So please, all of you communicate together.
And what will probably be the easiest is if you let Maddie, if you let her know, she'll let me know, and I can keep Mikhail updated, because Mikhail's showing up just to coach, right? So let's make sure we're organized so she can do that. She doesn't have to hold your guys' hand 2 weeks before, trying to figure out who's driving. But hopefully not. And if it's my girls that hold it up, I'll just ask them, I'm not afraid to make you guys work. You know that now, right? So my girls will push ups. I think that's it. Does anyone else have any more questions?
Girls, please stop talking. This is another thing. This happens at practice a lot. Please show respect to each other and to us as coaches. We are volunteering our time. We did not have to come here at 7 o'clock at night. We do not need to be there at 6:30 on Tuesday mornings. Please, please, please show us respect and we will reciprocate and show you respect as well. If there's no respect, it's going to be a really, really, really long season. That goes with how you conduct yourself. You are representing your school. If you are disrespectful at tournaments, especially to the other team or the refs, that looks bad on our school.
It's also what you dress, what you wear too.
Yes.
I haven't really had a problem with that, but I'll make you guys wear my clothes if you guys don't dress appropriately. And then you guys will look like
You
idiots.
mean like clothes over jerseys or?
What would you be allowed to wear in school? That's what you wear to tournaments,
Jeans and a shirt.
okay? If you would get in trouble for wearing it at school, you'll get in trouble for taking it to a game or a tournament, okay? That's pretty simple, I think, isn't it? If you're representing your school between 8:30 and whenever you guys get done, 4 o'clock or 3:30 or whatever it is, right? So, treat the tournaments the same way. And I don't have anything nice for you to wear. I'll bring work clothes. You can wear something greasy with holes in it. I don't
Pass it
care.
around to both teams,
Yep.
please.
And I'll make sure it's not washed either, if you're gonna dress inappropriately. I'll embarrass you the whole weekend if you guys don't wanna dress appropriately, okay? That's not my problem.
I really hope we don't have to go over dress code. I hope I do not have to list what is appropriate to wear and what not, guys.
Pretty sure you can understand it. If your most strict teacher would yell at you for it, don't bring it, okay?
I think other than that, if there's no questions, girls and parents, thank you so much for coming out this late. No problem. Girls have our numbers. If you have a question or a concern, please call one of us or text one of us. That's probably the easiest way to reach us. Huh?
Vlogging. I'm just kidding.
Joy has it, Nicole has it, Sam has it. Ask around, someone's got my number.
That's the other thing too, with the parents that weren't here, if they have any questions, mine, you guys can get my number, and hers, I'm sure, I'll give them her number as well, right? Give them a chance to reach out to us if they have questions, okay? If not, just basically give them the lowdown on what you heard here tonight, and we should be good.
Or I can write my email down for you guys if you wanna email me, whatever's easiest for your parents. Is everyone good with just giving phone numbers, or does someone want email?
Phone number, if not, don't email.
No email? Okay.
Alright, I think we're good to go.
Can I get your postal code?
No, it's like everything. Oh, yeah, what's up?
What about
Bye, ladies.
the t-shirt forms?
Oh, the t-shirt forms, I have that here, so, I know the senior girls are doing it, my JV girls, I need $10 if you want those, breast cancer shirts. I need that money paid by Thursday, cause the order is going out Friday. So if you have money, the big pink shirts, the pink, breast cancer shirts.
You're wearing pink.
You have to wear pink, Mike.
You have to find me pink.
Pink, wait.
I have one pink shirt and I'm going to work, it's really.
Awesome, thank you guys so much, thank you very much, any more questions?